You hate making flashcards. I'm the exact same. That's why I built Zapcard, an app that turns your notes into memory optimized flashcards in literally seconds. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works, why I rebuilt it from scratch, and how you can get early access too. We all know flashcards are a top way to increase memory retention, but they take too freaking long to make. You spend 2 weeks cooking up a worthy bunch of them just to abandon it 2 weeks later. I hated this useless cycle, and that's how Zapcard was born. The flagship feature of Zapcard is that it takes your notes, either on PDFs, Word documents, and even paper if they're legible, and turns them into flashcards. But not just any flashcards where it's just rote recall. It spits them out in two different types. One is that basic definition recall that you kind of need to get the basics down. But two, the more important one, is it gets you to apply your concepts in certain situations. And I know that's a much better way for me to learn, and that's been found by science as well. I tested this in my grade 12 final exams, and these flashcards took, on average, 42 seconds to make, and I ended up getting an ATAR of 95.2. Seriously, I can't believe I made flashcards manually before this. So, I imagine you're asking, so why don't I just get ChatGPT to make my flashcards if it's so easy? Well, Zapcard isn't just for creating flashcards and leaving them standing there. You can also revise them with a bunch of metrics like the amount of questions you answer, the amount of questions you get correct, the duration of the session, and I've even put in a lives feature too. But alongside that, I've implemented a streak feature, sort of like Duolingo, because it's been found by behavioral science experts to increase your motivation and likelihood of doing something consistently, especially after it piles up a bit. I didn't want this to be just another Quizlet clone, so I added another feature that you will probably find useful too. When we study, we often focus on stuff that we're good at. So as a result, we spend 80% of our time studying the stuff that really only gets us to 20% of the results. So what I do to get around this is for each topic in a certain subject, I use what's called a 3-light system. For each topic, I add a tag, green light, for I'm perfect with this topic, I ace this topic every time. Yellow light for I'm kind of shaky on some concepts, but I get the general gist. And red light for I got no freaking clue what's going on here. And I've implemented this into Zapcard in a very distinct way. For every revision session, for every set of flashcards you do, at the end, one of these 3 lights is assigned to that topic based on how you thought you did and also how you actually did. For each of those, you get assigned a certain cooldown period. Say 2-day cooldown for any red lights, a 4-day cooldown for yellow lights, and then a 2-week cooldown for green lights. Then after this cooldown period is finished, the set will appear again in the Chosen for You section on the dashboard. I found this really, really useful, especially when it comes to studying the stuff that I actually need to study and making sure I'm not wasting my time on the stuff that I already know. Now, here's the thing. I actually built this a little while ago and just completely abandoned it. If you're wondering why, it was because it was pretty shit. Look, there were probably some other reasons like that, like fear of success and an embarrassment that people might actually want to use this. Maybe it was a laziness or just a disappointment at the AI slop that I wrote as code. But as this video is being posted, I'm currently in the process of rebuilding it in a way that feels nicer to use and wasn't written entirely by ChatGPT. So I can actually make sense of it and scale it and make it better for you guys. I'm not just going to do everything all over again. That would be a bit counterproductive. So here's a few improvements I'm making to the original. Firstly, a better and cleaner UI. A more robust answer checking system that doesn't just check for direct comparisons or sentence semantic differences, because both of those have clear flaws, and I've added a couple of safeguards to kind of go around them, including an AI tutor that will check your answer if the other methods aren't sure. That was just for version 0. But after that, I'm thinking of introducing a new spaced repetition algorithm that more specifically maps to your memory and will evaluate cards within the sets themselves. And I'll probably introduce more varied question types like fill in the blanks, multiple choice, etc. Probably add the ability to add in reference images and screenshots to aid with the question. And maybe I'll combine this with a personal study notes a repository and a way to record classes and transfer them into notes. If you know me, you know that I love to jump from project to project a lot. I see the next new flashy shiny object and I abandon this project because it's looking a little bit murky and I'm a bit unsure about it. So what I'm hoping is that this will serve as a bit of an accountability video. In an earlier LinkedIn post I posted a couple weeks ago, I said I promised that I'd have a version 0 out before university starts in February. I'm not sure that's very realistic, but I'll still try to keep myself to that promise. So by then, I'm going to try my best to have a version 1 up and running for other people to use. If 2 people see this, fine. If 1,000 people see this, can't complain about that either, I guess. You're all helping me to stay accountable on this. And if you want to learn more about what I'm doing and maybe even support me on the journey, I've left some links in the description that will show you page designs, landing pages, all that jazz. Hopefully I'll see you there.